Hello everyone, I'm Contact BroFive production, and the first part of Sakura Shrine Girls. I'm not even finished with Sakura Dungeon. I'm not sure if I'm gonna upload it at the same time as Sakura Dungeon or afterwards, because Sakura Dungeon is so long game. But they added a new, more novelty game, so start corner right here. Oh, I like it. I like the intro. I'm gonna turn off the volume, and so because, well, as always, it's how we do. So this is gonna be fun. What I saw on the pictures when I bought the game is it has something to do with spaces in there, but might be wrong, might be right. We will see in the future. So let's start. Hey Turu, time to wake up now. Maybe it was no wait, it was the cursed space that had something to do with it. This was just strangled. You're missing out on another beautiful day. Alright. Actually, I have to do one thing here. I'm awake, old man. Come on, Turu. You both know that I'm not that old. That's because you stopped counting after you had your 21st birthday. Yep, I'm still 21 years old. Anyway, you had better get ready to go. Your training starts today and we have a lot of work to do. Yeah, no problem. I'll be ready soon. Good. You have your youth and you can't waste in lying around in that bed of yours. I don't think it's unreasonable to sleep for 8 hours a day. Bah, you better get used to early starts. I'll be downstairs when you're ready. I hear himself shuffling away from the door. When Grandpa called my parents months ago, I hardly expected to be moving in with him. Apparently my family comes from a lineage of priests. Oh, that's how it is. My father was a priest and was my grandfather, as well my great-grandfather. Generations dedicated to the understanding of the spirit world. Sakura girls? That's actually true though. Of course I don't believe in spirits or gods at all. Well, that's right now. Just wait. My friends taught the school always saw me as being too serious. They always had dares about visiting haunted places or abandoned houses, and I was always the one to go in and tell them there was nothing there. Oh well, even if I do not believe in spirits, it's a family tradition at this point. It may seem silly and pointless to do, but someone has to keep these old practices alive. So here I am now. I'm surprised that my parents were so willing to let me move so suddenly. Maybe it's because they were worried about Grandpa. With me around, I can make sure that he stays safe. Anyway, I had better go downstairs. About time you turned up. Now then, Turu. You may see some odd things as a priest. There's another world out there, believe it or not. So don't panic if something unusual happens. Alright, Grandpa, I promise not to panic. Here's there starts talking like it's like this is a time. What? I could not read that sentence properly. Of spirits, of omens, of extraordinary things. I don't dare to tell him that I don't believe any of it. I've never seen that word. I think there's supposed to be a space between those two words, because then it stands off it. But now right now it says of it. So that's really weird. He's getting pretty old and signal might be settling in. I'm completely serious, Turu. If everything in this world can be explained. I used to be a real skeptic, but then I started seeing things. Trust me, you'll be understand when it happens to you too. I understand, Grandpa. I'm sure there's a lot more to the world than we think there is. Yeah, there is, and not referring to the spirit world right now. Actually, there came in a signal from space from a very far galaxy far, far away, not too long ago. So, what that signal come from? That's just a guess. Damn right it is. There isn't. Now get some breakfast into you. I'm going to show you around the temple grounds soon. It's always such a rush with Grandpa around. I know he's getting old, but I think that he would take a moment to relax. Oh well. It's his home. It's his rules. I don't cause fuss over such things. After a quick breakfast, Grandpa straight out the door. Come on, Slowpoke. That's a Pokemon. I'm sorry, I could not resist it. I thought you people were supposed to be fast. It's alright not to rush, Grandpa. I can only imagine how he must have been when he was a young man. Always rush, rush, rush. I'm not the same. I like to take things at my own pace. The world waits for no one, Turu. He takes in a deep breath. Nothing beats the crisp air on a summer morning. I do not doubt that at all. Taking a walk isn't so bad. So, Grandpa, I know that it's a tradition for me and men in our family to become priests. That's right. Your father, me, my father, generation after generation. I know, but there's just one thing I don't understand. Why was it so urgent for me to come here of all places? Don't worry, it will make sense to you later. That's rather ominous, don't you think? I think he always says that. Everything becomes obvious later. I think that we get no answers in this beginning. We just get here. It becomes obvious later. That's rather ominous, don't you think? Believe me, this is one of those things which won't make sense until you see it for yourself. Sakura? Seriously. Alright, I'm gonna start the reading series now. So just keep walking, we get there soon. I'm sure that strong young man like you is about to be beaten by a relic like me. Actually, I think the text is too slow. Let's speed it up about 1/3 of the way. Right? It sounds like you're challenging me to a race. Now it's too fast, it's distracting me. Do you want to? Please, Grandpa. Your knees aren't what they used to be. The doctor said I was fine. Provided that you don't do any hard work or bend them too often. Maybe we should have made you a doctor instead of a priest. Would that mean everyone after me would have become a doctor too? Grandpa just shakes his head. We're almost there now. It should just be around the corner. Are you sure, Grandpa? Of course I am. I know this place like the back of my hand. Actually, I think they know. Most people know the palm of the hand before the back of the hand. Seriously, I've seen the back of my hands. I didn't know what they are. Grandpa is infamous for always giving a vague idea of how close we are to somewhere. It's always just around the corner, or just over the hill. Oh, look, like we're here. Take a good look, you're going to become very familiar with this place. Two massive wooden structures sit side by side just over the bridge. One with 3 floors. I don't even know these floors. It might just be the roof. I have not looked into Japanese house structures too much. Grandpa beams proudly as he looks upon them. Welcome to the temple ground, Turu. This place will become a second home to you over the next few months. Wait, I'm going to be attending both of these shrines. That's right. I do not want to sound like I'm being lazy or anything, But isn't it unreasonable for me to be attending 2 shrines at once? Both of these are fairly large buildings after all. Oh, come on, you aren't afraid of a bit hard work, are you? No, but this is a lot of work for one person. Is there anyone else who comes by here? Any other priests who help attend the shrines? Damn flies, get away! Nope, you're going to be the only priest here. Don't worry, you won't be alone. Won't be alone? You mean that people come by regularly? Oh, you understand soon enough. A priest is never alone at a shrine, trust me. Well, not Japanese shrines anyway. I wouldn't go to a Japanese shrine and wait there forever just to be able to meet one spirit. Spirit animal go. Now, here he's saying even more ominous things. Well, it would be nice to get some extra help with this. I still have to attend school, you know. Don't worry, it'll work out just fine. Go on, have a look at them and let me know what you think. I begin to walk across the bridge, only to notice that Grandpa isn't walking with me. Aren't you coming with me? I've already seen it myself. There's no need for me to look at something I already know like the back of my hand. Alright, he's crazy. Grandpa? Really, it'd be fine. You are a young man, right? You should be able to look after yourself. Well, I guess that I couldn't get lost in these places. Don't worry, I'll be right here when you get back from the other side. I think it's something else now. Other side, you say? Well, I guess there's nothing else to be done. Wandering over the buildings, try to decide which one I should visit first. Both of the shrines somehow have an angel's quality about them. And I think I know that we're gonna get a choice here. But there is no one here, how so well preserved. There must be something looking after them. Looking close at one on my right seems a little more run down. I think that I'm going to be attending these shrines. Then I should attend one with need the most attention first. Grandpa said there was no other priests here, and yet he said I wouldn't be alone. It's definitely the same superstition nonsense that I has been talking about ever since I got here. He probably thinks that there are spirits or something in these shrines. The shrines are fairly well hidden for being an unurban area. And I'm going to be spending a lot of time by myself here. I can only imagine that my mind will play tricks on me. Oh well, it's no different to those dares that I used to do when I was younger. Everyone thought that I was fearless. If there were a haunted house or abandoned building, I'd be the only one who would explore it. I have yet to see a ghost or a spirit or anything like that. Confidently, I open the door. Rays of early morning illuminate the dust drifting through the air. It has been some time since anyone has been in here, it seems. No, if that had been the case, this dust would have settled a long time ago. Someone or something has been moving through these halls. It's obvious that it can't be a spirit. How exactly would a ghost unsettle dust? Probably just a visitor or something in that case. Now that I think about it, I can hear someone moving through this place. Straining my ears, I swear that I hear wood creaking. I don't know how old this temple is. Wood creaking and groans are all the time in old places like this. I better see what other rooms there are in this place. I'm going to attend the shrine, then I would like to be spotless. One of the doors appears to be closed, and I hear creaking coming from within. It happened in those old houses visited all the time. There was nothing there every time I checked, so let's open it wide. Cat girl. I guess for cat girl. As I slide the door aside, I meet with a most unusual sight. A woman standing in front of me wearing the garb of a shrine maiden. However, it is very loose around her shoulders, and I cannot help but notice some very prominent features sticking out. Her face shows no sign of embarrassment or emotions at all. Emotionless girl. I don't like that. Those strange amber eyes of hers just stare deeply into mine. But there's something else I just noticed. Something which I'm not sure if I really seeing or not. Two pairs of black and white ears part from her hair, moving just like a cat's ears would. So I was right. And a black tail with the white fur at the end sticking up in the air. So she does not move to readjust her garb. The entirety of her attention is focused only on me. Hey, I think you should do something about... Do I really have to say it out loud? I was wondering when you would arrive. Her voice is strangely harmonic. Despite her youthful appearance, there's something venerable about her. But was she waiting for me? Is that so? Yes, it is. I see. Could I please get an explanation? What is there to explain? Surely you already know, don't you? Not exactly, no. She does not seem to be bothered by being seen like this. Although I really am impressed with her there. No, this really is a good time for focus on that. Your eyes are wandering. I can sense deep uncertain... What? I cannot say that word. I do not know how to say it within you. You should not worry, however. I entrust myself to your care. My care? You are the one who will be attending the shrine, aren't you not? Her face draws closer to mine. There is something hauntingly beautiful about her, but I do not know what it could be. Well, that is true. I was not really expecting company, however. A priest is never alone in the shrine. She is telling me exactly what Grandpa did. Our fates are as one now, priest. I know it was a long journey to arrive here, so I am truly grateful. Right. Just excuse me for a moment. I need to get some fresh air. As you wish. I will be waiting for you when you return. Quietly I walk out of the room, leaving her to continue dressing. What was that just now? Was I just seeing things? I think I just go home and pretend that I didn't see anything at all. Yes, that would be the best idea for now. And then we're gonna save. We met one of the Sakura girls, but I know very well it should be more. What the hell? So that was all I had for Sakura Shrine Girls for the first time. So, but I figured out much that it should be a fox girl and probably some other girl also. I think this was that. I don't know how many I've seen, but it's not fun if you know everything. So at least hit like and subscribe, and you see me next time. BroFive!